Good evening, Eastern Standard Time. If you're watching this, you're checking in. I look like a tomato because the car in front of me stopped. Also, I still need a haircut, but I haven't found the time. So, I'd like to talk about anxiety and loneliness, specifically like separation anxiety. Um, I feel fortunate enough that I don't particularly suffer from separation anxiety. Like if I'm on a trip or gone or something, I will miss my dogs terribly, but it doesn't cause me that type of anxiety to where I just get completely, sad or depressed or freak out or, vomiting or whatever, which can happen. We're kind of stuck in a constant state with current events to where we almost have to be separated from each other. Um, and it sucks. Um, I've been told it's for the greater good. I'm not one to decide whether it is or isn't. But if you're separated from your loved ones, you know, first off, I'm terribly sorry for that. Especially if they're, let's say, in a nursing home or hospital and you're not able to see them. Maybe you're able to see them through a window, video calls if you're lucky, stuff like that. But, do what you can to reach out to these people that are important to you. And, reach out to people who aren't as important to you because maybe they have, some sort of predisposition that you could definitely help improve. Um, I was talking to a friend last night, and she has like very severe separation anxiety from her boyfriend, and I never really have been confronted with this before. Knowing somebody with this kind of anxiety. I mean, the only person is not a person is my puppies, and they have separation anxiety issues. If I'm gone for 10 minutes, they automatically think I've been raptured. So they panic, and then next thing I know, the garbage is all over the damn floor. But I'm kind of breaking them of that. But as a person, um, you know, we have all kinds of other, I guess, means to act out on our anxieties. If I had separation anxiety and was alone in the house, and the worst that would happen is me getting in the garbage and gnawing on things I shouldn't. That'd be a step up from the options that some people are unfortunately choosing. Whether that be self-harm, you know, or even suicide, or drug addiction, alcohol addiction, that kind of stuff. But talking to her, I've learned a lot, and I'm glad I have. And I talked to her so I can help her out. I'm not trying to, jump on her old man's train or anything. I don't do that. But it's awesome how he makes her feel when they can talk and when they're together. But because they live, separated from distance, they've got different things going on. School, basically, college and whatnot. She's fine when she's on the phone with him, or video chatting him or whatnot, or even texting him. But once life happens, school, homework, family, job, whatever, then it like hits her, like a brick house or a brick wall, and it's just kind of, this is foreign to me, and I didn't know how to react or what to tell her, so I just fell back on my own anxiety. I have anxiety when it comes to people. You put me in a room with a bunch of people, especially if I don't know them. I tend to get edgy, I mean, to the point where I'll recluse, and then if I'm confronted, I'll start to sweat, and if it persists and I can't, my fight or flight starts kicking in, and I don't like making an ass of myself, so I prefer flight. However, if I'm cornered, once I get to that point where I'm literally like physically sweating and I physically feel ill, I will get aggressive. And, usually it's verbal, or I'll just, be like, you know what, I'm having a moment, I need you to fuck off. I mean, I have said that before, and people who know me kind of understand, and people who don't know me just assume I'm a complete schmuck. And that's fine. But, I mean, since I've been on medication, it hasn't so much been an issue. But I started to fall back on my own anxiety and my own, triggers and whatnot. And I'm trying to find her kind of a medium, because she's not on medication like I am. She can't afford, a therapist like the VA has provided me. So, I mean, she's in a spot, really. And I'm just trying to help her the best I can. So I'm like, you need to keep your mind busy, you need to try and find your triggers, which she knows what her trigger is. And when you know that is coming, which is going to cause you this anxiety, try and find an outlet that's positive. And that could be anything for the most part. Writing, reading, playing Minecraft, whatever you need to do to get back to where you're centered again. And she is doing much better since we started talking, I think. And she's a good kid. I like her. She's awesome. And her old man's awesome. He's a good kid too. But this being totally foreign to me, maybe someone out there that is watching has that kind of issue. Let me know what you do to help me out so I can help her out when your separation anxiety kicks in. Because, I mean, I know my anxiety is a bitch. It's more of a bitch when I'm not on medication, but she's obviously not medicated, and she needs some good input, and just talking to her helps. Kind of weans her down. So that's one good outlet she has, is she has a good circle of a few people she can call or text or talk to when it starts kicking in, and that's awesome. But if you're watching this and you have separation anxiety, what do you do? Let me know in the comments if you would. I'm basically doing this to ask for some advice, because, like I said, separation anxiety is foreign to me. I'm a recluse by nature. I have a good close circle of friends. Most of them are internet based. I have met them in person. Most of them were internet based, through live chats and through our videos and whatnot. Coin community people, really good people that have helped me out, significantly. And then I've got, even a smaller group of people around in my area that I can, talk to and go to and hang out with, to where that anxiety doesn't present itself, because I'm comfortable around them. They know my qualms and my, internal issues, and they are understanding. And if they see me getting triggered or whatnot, they know to help calm me down or whatnot. So, in closure, thank you for watching. If you could please, if you suffer from separation anxiety, give me some of your, tricks and tips, so I can pass this knowledge along and help somebody out. Thank you for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And take care of one another. Love one another. Do an act of random kindness a day, because I had somebody help me out today in a small way to them, but in a huge way to me, and it made my day. So, thank you. Thank you for watching this or checking in.